Hi, I'm Pete Connors. I want to welcome you to my campaign website. I'm a Republican and I'm running for the TE School Board this November. I've been walking door to door for the last few weeks and I've gotten a series of common questions, so I thought it would be a good idea to put them on video and on my website so that more of you would have an opportunity to understand my perspectives on what the opportunities and challenges are for our school district going forward in the next 4 years. When I decided to run for school board, I was told that a school board campaign would cost me between $8,000 and $12,000. I think that's ridiculous. I think there's way too much money in politics. So I'm going to try and do this as grassroots as possible. So excuse me if the video itself is a bit amateurish, but I'm sure you can appreciate my point of view. As I look around the country, municipalities all over, I see that they're struggling financially. Cities like Detroit going bankrupt. And it just seems to me that we don't have enough people with business experience involved in government. And I thought I could bring that experience that I have and assist the district in moving forward in a fiscally responsible way. I also have 3 adult children that went all the way through the district and got an excellent education. And I felt it was my responsibility to see if I could give back to the district. My educational background, I'm an engineer, and I believe that that gives me a certain problem-solving process that could be a benefit to the school district. Also, as the founder and CEO of a manufacturing business for the last 31 years, I've really spent a lot of time looking at organizational psychology, what makes great teams great. And I think that the district really doesn't have that focus or an understanding. If you look at what are the major reasons that people leave a company, quit their job, compensation rarely makes it into the top 10 reasons. The more important reasons are an atmosphere of trust, so that people lack trust in their boss, and that's why they leave a job, or they don't feel that they're valued or that their opinions matter in shaping the future course of the organization. So I don't see an emphasis on that, on building a culture that really is focused on the outcomes for the children, where all of the employees feel like they're part of the team and valued. I think the other thing that I bring is a curiosity. I'm always looking out over the horizon at what's happening and what's coming in the future. And I've spent some time looking at where education is evolving around the world, what new ideas there are. And there are lots of them, and they're exciting. And I've put links to some of those videos on the website so that you can enjoy them as well. The pure joy and enthusiasm of Sugata Mitra in India with his hole-in-the-wall education videos will make you smile. The progress that California school districts are making using the Khan Academy, which is funded by Bill Gates and the Gates Foundation, in changing the educational approach in California is exciting. To see these teachers talk about how using this revolutionary concept is helping their students achieve higher and higher results. And the teachers are enthusiastic about using it. So I've got that curiosity to reach out and look at what's on the horizon and bring it back and let our team decide what can work for us here. I've observed, it appears to me that we have a breakdown of trust throughout the district. I see it on the employee side where the subs, paras, and aides went through the trauma this spring of a possible outsourcing. And the way that that entire situation was handled did not engender trust from the employees of the district. And I think that that was a major mistake. I also think that the fact that the school board has given us 3 gloom and doom budgets in a row, including this year's, and the last 2 years have increased our taxes based on that budget, and then they finished the year with a surplus, which is larger than any tax increase. And so that means they didn't need our money. And I wouldn't feel so bad if they'd spent it on the education of our children, but they put it in their reserve account. Now, I'm a fiscally responsible businessman. I believe in having a reserve, but you build your reserve during strong economies. This is one of the weakest economies we've had since the Great Depression. Taking money from taxpayers that you don't need to take is not appropriate in this environment. So I think we have to rebuild the trust of not only the employees, but the taxpayers. I think over the next 4 years, we obviously have to replace our superintendent, who is retiring in the summer of 2015. And we also have to renegotiate contracts with the majority of our employees. This is the opportunity to reshape the culture of our organization. And I think it's important that we find a leader who sets an example of valuing his employees and understanding that they are his most important resource in delivering his product, a good education at an efficient price, that the teachers, the aides, the lunch ladies, the custodians are his human resources that allow him to deliver that product, and that they have to be empowered and enthusiastic. So I really see that as the challenge, is rebuilding a culture in the district that gets our team fired up and ready to deliver. So if you like what you hear in this message, I ask you to come out and vote for me on November the 5th. I will be updating the website as I get more questions from the general public, and I hope to be walking in your neighborhood soon. Thanks so much.